So, writing the perfect artist bio for selling your art, it's actually really easy. Think of it as an elevator pitch, something very short and sweet, one paragraph, maybe two, telling about you, your art, and why the person wants to buy it. It's just that simple. But in this video, I'm going to go over exactly how to do this, and I'm going to show you an example of my artist bio that I created in this way. I'd also like to make clear that this is not an artist statement or an about me page. This is a concise artist bio to use to promote yourself on the internet, to sell artwork for that purpose specifically. Now, you could use a modified form of this to promote yourself. Let's say you are doing a podcast interview or an art exhibition, but you would want to modify it just slightly depending on who your audience is. And that's the first point here, right? We are crafting an artist bio to sell to your target market, to your target buyer. And so if you don't know who your target buyer is, that is the first thing to start thinking about and figuring out. Because if you know exactly what excites them, what will touch them emotionally, what will help them understand that they would be interested in your art, and that your art is something that they would really want to have in their life, like hanging on the wall in their home. If you can illustrate that to them, explain that to them in just a few short sentences, you are well on your way to making a sale. People don't have a lot of time to waste on reading a lengthy about me page, especially on your social media bios. Sometimes you only have like about one sentence worth of characters that you can fit on there. And so it is really important to be brief with this, but also be thorough enough that it will create curiosity and it will create an emotional connection. Next up is to get into exactly how to do this. And I would like to think about all of those general questions that you've probably heard before, the what, why, when, where, how, and start to think about that in relation to you, your artwork, and your ideal customer. So the what do you create? Why do you create it? And or why would your ideal customer be interested in it? How do you create it if it's a really unique method? For example, if you are a traditional printmaker and you are making monotype prints, people don't even know what that is. Most people don't, right? The average person. Now, us artists, a lot of us know what it is and we think it's awesome, it's cool. We don't need an explanation, but you have to put yourself in your buyer's perspective. And so in that case, if you have some really interesting method for creating your art, something that they may never have heard of before, make sure to put that in your bio. So in the example of the monotype printmaker, you might say something in one short sentence that these are hand-pulled, one-of-a-kind prints. And so that way people know they are handmade. They're not the kind of thing that you are printing out on a computer. You might even have a photo of you actually using the printmaking press that you are making your prints with. This is just one example, but if you are painting something like I do in acrylics, people get what acrylic painting is. So you don't really need to explain the how on something like that unless you are creating something in acrylics that's really interesting in a way that you normally wouldn't see it done. Now on to the where. This can be either where your customers can purchase, which is always essential in a bio. You have to tell them that your art is available for sale and exactly where to go find it. This could be a simple link to your website, or it could be like if your artwork's on exhibition at a gallery, it could say that, but it needs to have the where they can purchase. But you also might want to tell people where you are from. I know when I'm at art fairs, people constantly come into my booth asking, are you a local artist, or where in the country are you from? Because people will come and sell their work at these events from all over the country, at some of the big ones. I honestly think it gives them some confidence when thinking about purchasing if they know where the person's from and if they have some commonality with them on that level. For example, I'm not trying to call out people from India or China or anything like that. We all know the scams on Facebook. I know I have bought into them a few times. I bought something really cool off of a Facebook ad, and then I got it and it was definitely not as nice as it showed in the ad, and it was some product from China, and they misrepresented the company and made it seem like it was something really great and reputable, and it was really a piece of trash. And so because of that, in order to get customers to know, like, and trust you, telling them where you're from sometimes helps to establish that trust. Last, if you have a degree or an exhibition record, something that would really be impressive to a customer to make them want to purchase, you definitely could add that into your bio. Personally, I don't put my educational history or any of that stuff in my bio because I don't think it really matters to the people who want to purchase my art. They're more interested in what it can do for them. And so I try to make my bio more customer centered. That said, this all goes back to who your potential buyer is. If you are selling really expensive original paintings, you might want to put an exhibition record, or at least a mention if you have an MFA, something like that in your bio. On the other hand, if you're selling something that's more commercial, like $20 art prints like I'm selling, my people are mostly purchasing them for kids' rooms and gifts for family members during the holiday season. That type of buyer doesn't care whether I have a master's degree, any of the places I've exhibited at, or anything like that. If you get it down to the really basic things, they just want to know that they're going to be getting a good quality piece of artwork for an amazing price. As an example, here is my artist bio. I'm an artist based in Kansas. Now, this first sentence I don't always include in my bio, but sometimes I do if I think that I'm going to be reaching people that would like to know where I'm from. My paintings honor and celebrate the animals we all love. I use rainbow colors to communicate the joy these special beings bring into the world. Now, these two sentences are all about sharing what I make, I paint, why I do it. It's obvious I love animals and I want to share that with the world. I want to honor animals, and it helps to create an emotional connection between my work and the potential buyer. And so by reading my bio, immediately they know, hey, I have something in common with this artist. We both love animals this much. Check out my collection of over 300 paintings and affordable prints. Link in bio, go to my website, something like that, just where I'm selling them at, to see if I've painted your favorite animal. This last sentence tells them exactly where to buy, plus it piques their curiosity, because instantly when they hear 300 animals, and in their mind they're thinking, these are rainbow paintings. I've never seen an animal this way before, most likely, and she's painted so many of them. I have to see if she's painted my dog or my cat or the tiger, like the one I'm working on back there, my favorite animal that I see at the zoo. And so then immediately they want to go to my website and browse and check them out. And then when they get there, they see that I have prints for only $20. This is like a no-brainer if you need a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. It's so affordable, super unique, something that a person receiving the gift will really love, or something that a kid will love to have in their bedroom. You can see by going through sentence by sentence of exactly how I crafted my bio, how I made it really concise, but connecting with my potential buyer very well in an emotional way, and stimulating curiosity in them, and also giving them a reason to check out my website to then see my prices and hopefully convince them to purchase once they get there. Next, in order to really sell your art online well, you need to be able to post on social media all the time, pretty much every day. And who has time for that? Well, I found a way to make it so much quicker, so much easier. Watch this video. It'll show you exactly how to do it. All right, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.